Today we are going to study about the organic compounds and the sources of organic compound and what are the difference between organic compounds and the inorganic compounds. So what does organic chemistry means or organic compound? What are organic compounds? So especially we say carbon compounds, we say organic compound, or carbon and hydrogen compounds, we say organic compounds. So carbon hydrogen compounds we can also call hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons. So the study of hydrocarbons we say organic chemistry, or the study of carbon and hydrogen compounds. Which is the first organic compound prepared? It is urea. It is prepared by Friedrich Wöhler, a German scientist, in 1828. He prepared urea. The formula urea is NH2CO NH2 urea. So he prepared it by heating ammonium cyanate NH4CnO, ammonium cyanate. Heating ammonium cyanate under lab conditions, the first organic compound urea prepared. The first organic compound urea prepared. Where do we find the organic compounds? The first source we would say plants, the sugar we use. Or the second one we say animals. Animal body contains fats or proteins there. That is a rich content of carbon compounds. And benzene we can get it from coal. Or we say the LPG we use in our house. It is a byproduct of a petroleum compound. Methyl alcohol can be derived from wood. So let us see the difference between organic compounds and inorganic compounds. So as you know, the main component in an organic compound is carbon. While that of inorganic compound, carbon is not at all a necessary component. It's not necessary. Say one example, sodium chloride, NaCl. There is no carbon. Or you consider magnesium chloride, MgCl2, magnesium, there is no carbon. So inorganic compounds you cannot find out the element carbon. While you write an organic compound, so I write acetic acid, CH3COOH. Carbon is there, the same way hydrogen is there. Or you consider methane, CH4, methane. Organic compound, carbon, hydrogen, the combination of carbon and hydrogen there in methane. Or you consider ethane, C2H6. Or butane you consider, C4H10. So these are organic compounds where the combination of hydrogen and carbon you can find. While these elements, the hydrogen or the carbon, are not at all necessary in inorganic compounds. And rather we say the bonding, if we consider the bonding, here in organic compounds there is a covalent bond, maybe a single covalent bond or a double covalent bond that we study later. For the time being I write the structure of methane, carbon, hydrogen, single bonds are there. But if we consider this inorganic compound, there is no covalent bonding. Here what happens? Sodium loses electron so that chlorine gains. Losing and gaining of electrons taking place. So we say they are ionic compounds, ionic in nature. NaCl or magnesium chloride. Especially inorganic compounds, we say they are rather ionic compounds, and they are the organic compounds, we say they are covalent compounds with sharing of electrons or covalent bonding there. And here ionic nature, giving or losing of electrons taking place. Since organic compounds having the covalent bonding, their melting and boiling points are comparatively low. But here ionic compound, they have high melting and high boiling point. The same way, sodium chloride, magnesium chloride. Sodium chloride is there in our house, the common salt. It is soluble in water. While these all the organic compounds are not soluble in water, they are soluble only in organic solvents. One of the main component in our LPG, it is butane. Butane. Okay, this is one of the main component in our LPG. It is highly inflammable. Or methane, methane is we use as compressed natural gas or CNG as a fuel for vehicles. So it is highly combustible. So organic compounds, if you simply say they are highly combustible, or inorganic compounds, they are not at all highly combustible. Or if we consider the electric conductivity, we say none of these organic compounds are a good conductor. They are very poor conductor of electricity, while ionic compounds, since ions are there for transferring the electrons, we say ionic compounds are good conductors of electricity. These organic compounds, they usually show isomerism. What isomerism are, that we study in the coming videos in detail. So just to keep it in mind, they show isomerism, the different structural phenomena, the different structural arrangement they show using or with their same molecular formula. Okay, but they do not show any isomerism. They do not have any other forms of arrangements of elements. If we consider the smell or odor of the organic compounds, the organic compound usually they have a particular smell there, particular odor there. While the inorganic compound, they do not have any particular smell, particular odor, and usually they are colorless in aqueous medium. While considering the reactions of or the reactivity of organic compounds, it is usually slow because their bonding is covalent in nature. Or while considering the reactivity of inorganic compounds, as they have ionic bonding, their reactions with other substances are comparatively faster. See the chart here. Here all the properties of organic compounds and inorganic compounds are displayed. Let's go through the chart. So then what are the uses or the applications of organic chemistry? So I would say it has a large number of uses. All the materials related with our life, it is made up of organic compounds or the application of organic chemistry. So some examples are here: soap, the perfumes we use, the food items we eat, carbohydrates, proteins, or the bombs, explosives, etc. we use, or the petroleum in our kitchen, LPG. Or if we come to our agriculture fields, right from insecticides, pesticides, or etc., or our urea, or such a wide variety of compounds are made up of or using the applications of organic chemistry. Hope you understood the importance of organic chemistry in our day-to-day life. You may find out some more organic compounds what we use in our daily life other than what we have discussed in this video. See you soon with the unique nature of carbon atoms in our next video. Thank you.